Every time we give marriage advice, we always face the ladies and all of that. We face our daughters. So today, here are some advice for our sons. A few kinds of ladies that we should advise our sons never to think of getting married to. Number one is a woman who sees marriage, a lady that sees marriage as a poverty alleviation scheme. Please tell your sons to run. He is not federal government. He is not Almighty God. He cannot successfully carry a family out of poverty by himself. Number two is a woman that breaks and destroys everything whenever she is angry. That's a mental case. If care is not taken, one day she will break your son's head. After she has broken the TV, broken the shelf, broken the dining table, she will face your son and break his head. Advise them to run away from such ladies. Number three, a materialistic lady, an expensive lady that has no source of income or no reasonable source of income to fund her expensive lifestyle. That's a no-no. That's a no-go area. Because she will always cheat. She will always look for alternative means to fund her life. And that is problem for your sons. Number four, a hot-tempered and a quarrelsome woman. She's very quick, always boiling, and very quarrelsome. Such a woman will never give your son peace. And we all know that. Everybody needs peace to be able to achieve success in life. You need to be able to function from a place of sanity. Once there's no peace in your home, you find out that the man will always not want to come home. Always hang out in joints, always hang out with friends and all of that. That is not a good place for our children, our sons, to end up. Number five is the mood swing / ogbanje kind of woman. This minute she's happy, she's excited and all of that, and then suddenly she just switches off completely. Madam, auntie, what happened? Nothing. I'm just not in a good mood. Did anybody talk to you? No. Did you hear anything? No. Please, please, and please. Such a woman will constantly dampen the mood of your sons, and that is a sickness on another level. You go home and then somebody is always bringing your mood down. If it's a person that is prone to depression, that alone is able to, push such a guy into depression. Number five, the jealous and disrespectful kind of lady. Such a lady will chase away his friends and family away from him in no time. She's always suspicious. She's always talks to people so rudely and all of that. Nobody will want to hang around your son. Nobody will want to come close to him after a while when they know the wife's mouth is as sharp as razor blade. She can say and unsay and all of that. She's always suspecting anybody, insulting people all around. That's a poorly raised lady. We don't want our sons around such a person for sanity's sake. Number 7 is the mommy's muppet. My mommy said, my mommy this, my mommy that. This is how my mother said I should do it. It's a wonderful thing for a girl to be so close to her mom and she has learnt a lot and all of that. But it becomes a problem when she has to take permission from her mother to do everything. It can be as bad as a woman telling her husband, my mother said it's not yet time for me to have another child. My mother said I should not allow your family members to come and stay in our house. My mother said, such a marriage, you always have to contend with the mother. The mother will always be present. It's a little bit safe if the mother is a good woman, but if she's the patience or what kind of mother-in-law, your son is in trouble. Then we now have the miscomparison. Number 8, miscomparison and ungrateful. There's nothing you do for her is not as good as the ones her friends have, and she's always trying to keep up with the Joneses. Your husband cannot afford certain things, or while in courtship, that this guy cannot afford certain things. You're always comparing him. There was a story of a lady that said, is it this small car that we'll be managing when we got married? And the man said, which one does your father have? And that was where they ended the relationship. Your boyfriend has a car and you're not asking him, come, is it this small konkolo car that we'll be managing when we get married? Ungrateful and all of that. Then number 9, we have the manipulative and the domineering kind of lady. You want to control everybody. Me personally, I consider that as witchcraft. Tell your sons to run. It is not normal for a woman to want to control everybody. I personally feel that there's something behind it. You have something that you are relying on as your power. And such ladies, when they find out that they cannot control you, by their attitude, they become manipulative. They begin to manipulate your emotions, you know, just to gain control over you and all of that. And I wonder why, you know, a woman wants to be in total control, you want to control your husband, control everybody. Is witchcraft, if you ask me. And then finally, number 10, a cheat. Tell your sons, a lady that cheats while in relationship, especially when the relationship has gotten to the point that it's getting serious, you've started talking about marriage, the family now knows each other, you know, sometimes at the initial stage they are just dating, the lady is not sure, you know, she could still have one or two other persons just in case, like they say, just in case this one doesn't work. But it gets to the point that the families already know themselves and all of that, and then they're beginning to talk about marriage, and you still find out that she's still having some kind of behaviors. You still see her in questionable places and all of that and all of that. She's still cheating. Run away from such a kind of lady, because a girl that cheats, anybody